We felt good. Welcome to the lab. Welcome to the lab. Welcome to the lab. Where each week we go on a journey and uncover the strategies that you need to step into your fiercest brand. It all starts now.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, and today I wanted to share with you 3 strategies that you can use to move the success needle for others. I was scrolling through Instagram a couple days ago and came upon this post by DJ Cassidy. If you're not familiar, everyone in the industry is, because he is the premier DJ for the who's who of celebrity. And one evening, D-Nice threw the microphone to DJ Cassidy, and that was the first time that I had heard upon him and decided to follow him. So a couple days ago, he did this posting, and I was just riveted by not just the letter, but by the content of the letter, because I think that it embodies so many factors that a lot of us can actually use in our everyday careers to kind of help others. So here it is. It's a letter to Naomi Campbell, who we all know just celebrated her 50th birthday. And it says, "Dear Naomi, when I was 22, you flew me to Saint-Tropez for the very first time to DJ your 31st birthday. It was then I fell in love with the French Riviera. After your red and white themed party, you invited me to stay with you and your amazing entourage for the week. Every morning, I woke to a text from you telling me where to meet you all for lunch. I remember walking into Club 55 and you waving me down to sit next to you. I ordered steak tartare and you offered me some of your strawberries and creme fraiche. I was in paradise. Everywhere your caravan drove, you took along my 8 crates of records so I could jump on the turntables at every club and every party." He goes on to talk about who he DJs. He goes on to talk about how they repeated that year after year. Next year in Cannes, the year after that in Dubai. And he winds it up by saying, "I will forever be grateful for your immeasurable support so early in my career and your unexplainable warmth. And welcome to 50. Happy 50th birthday. You are the definition of an icon." The reason I love that is that when you're looking at Instagram, DJ Cassidy's Instagram feed, and you're looking at him on the private jets, and you're looking at him in all these exotic places, what you recognize is early on, it wasn't an accident. He was fortunate to have people who saw in him something and cultivated it and put him in a position to win. So I sent that to a girlfriend a couple days later and said, this is an example, an extremely wonderful example of sponsorship. And then she sent me back an article about Andre Harrell and Puff Daddy. What I want to ask you is, we're always looking, when we're working on our branding, and that's what I work with people on, women from coast to coast every single day. When we're working on our branding, everyone is thinking about what's in it for me. How can I get a sponsor? How can I get a mentor? How can I get a coach? How can I get a mastermind group, or anyone who can help me start moving the needle and ascending in my career? But what I want to challenge you is to ask yourself, whose career and what needle are you moving for others? 3 ways that you might start. First, I want you to look at your circle of influence. Look at those that are coming behind you. Look at those that might be adjacent, and pick out a couple of people that you know could benefit from your help. Next, what I want you to do is I want you to identify those gaps. Look at what their greatest needs are. Really assess. You know, you have a person like a Naomi Campbell, and she recognizes that, here it is, not only am I in the studio where I'm shooting, or I'm on runways, where every single place that I am that's public usually has a DJ, and there's someone, young kid who's getting started with talent, let me pluck him up and sort of like crown him, knight him, And so what I want you to do is start doing that for other people. I want you to find those gaps, see what people need, and then actively put that on your calendar. Make sure that on a regular basis that you're reaching out, that you're opening up your Rolodex, that you're introducing them to people, that you're putting them in places of opportunities. I can actually remember being speaking at a conference in Florida one time, and one of the other speakers talked about how, I think it was the president of Kraft was her mentor, and she said, we only meet a couple times a year. However, every time he tells me to get on a plane and we do meet, he walks me over to 3 or 4 people that I need to know in that room. He connects me, he tells them everything that they need to know about me, and I walk away with a developed relationship, or at least a kernel that starts that relationship. So, as we're reassessing our lives and we're looking at what was working, what was not working professionally, one of the things that I want you to do is really start digging down on your ability to help others and to start opening the circle of influence for those that need you most. I hope that was helpful, and I hope you have a fabulous week. In the meantime, stay fierce.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to click the link in my bio to visit my website at personalelevation.com and join me on YouTube at Jennifer Ransall Smith. Love to connect. In the meantime, until next week, stay fierce.